Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Unto who?
Unto the house of Israel.
We're not watching no other nation, man. We're watching the house of Israel. He sent us to be watchmen unto the house of Israel. That's why when we call to the brother and say, know the thing. Well, what thing you know? What you know? You better yourself, we don't know nothing, you don't teach me. And stop and get a little gem that will change your life. Because him say, keep the commandments, and that's where you get your success. Man can't get no success buying and selling on the Sabbath. You'll get debt. And especially this time of the year. This is not no jokey time. That's why when I see our people, we really literally do see dead people walking up and down, man. Because they just think it's the month of April. Well, this ain't no April Fool's Day.
Believe the Bible? Can we show you
This is a month of destruction and desolation.
You're coming back.
But people don't understand that. But we who keep the commandments, we know what's going on. We can see what's going on. But our people are blinded by the foolishness of this world, man. Thinking that everything's okay, the sun is shining, let's go out and enjoy the day. The Lord said don't be doing your own will on the Sabbath day, man. But our people think it's okay. But it's okay for them because they're going down the road of destruction. But he said we must come out here and warn the people them. And that's what we're doing. We're warning them. Tell them stop doing the wickedness of this world. Stop defiling the Sabbath day. Come back to the Heavenly Father, keep the commandments and live, man. When we tell you, they must think that the Lord write these things because he was bored, man. The Lord write them because he wants to take heed.
Right.
It's funny when we see our people doing foolishness because the sun's out. Look at all the madness that's going on. Wars are happening. Wars around the corner. Destruction has been around the corner. But everybody thinks, oh, the sun's out, it's a good day. No. Lord said, warn the people them. We're out here warning, but nobody don't want to take heed. But as I said, the Lord said, prophesy to the wind. Because there's a lot of dead people up and down. A lot of people that's going to be gnashing and wailing and bawling up the teeth, man. Now listen. That's right. Right, Proverbs.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 5. A fool despiseth his father's instruction.
A what?
A fool despiseth his father's instruction.
The Lord is calling our people fools, man. But you don't want to, you despise the Father's instructions, man. He instructed us to keep the Sabbath. So we're doing it. He instructs all the Israelites to do it, not just some of us. People's walking up, look, Banya, where did ask me if they're celebrating the Easter?
Yeah,
the bunny ladies.
The bunny thing for them head.
Yeah.
Them are stuck in the rudiments of this world.
Of course, because they're wearing yellow. Yellow is for bunny.
Yeah.
So, you see, put it on them, sis. You see, this is the folliness of our people, man. Everybody knows that bunnies don't lay eggs. But they're out with bunny eggs, dressed up in a yellow. And gonna start, next week I'm gonna see them up in the home You're gonna see them hopping around, man. Our people are down with the folly of this world, man. And when you ask simple little questions, they're looking at you like you're mad. Because if you said to them, when have you seen bunnies laying eggs? They will look at you like it's stupid.
Right.
So what you mean? They sell the eggs in the shop. This is the foolishness. That's why I'm saying, read that back again about the fool.
This is Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 5. A fool despiseth his father's instruction,
Right?
but he that regardeth reproof is prudent.
Right? You regard his reproof, and you is a prudent man.
Right.
You now go, say you're going to put on Easter bunny ears and I walk up and down as big people. You ain't even got it on the children. You have it on your head. That shows you how stupid. That's why the Lord's a fool. The Lord is calling us fool, man. Because he knows our people.
chapter 19 and verse 13.
Right?
Then there were there brought unto him little children,
Right.
that he should put his hands on them
Right.
and pray.
Right?
And the disciples rebuked them.
Right?
But Jesus said, suffer little children,
Right.
and forbid them not to
Right.
come unto me,
Right.
for such is the kingdom of heaven.
So the Lord said, don't forbid the children to come unto him, man. Teach the children from them young and make them come unto him from them little bit. And that's why us, as big people who just learn the truth, we have to come back as little babes, man. We have to refresh our mind. We have to, where them say, you get brainwashed. We have to get brainwashed in the scripture. Because our brains have been washed in a bag of folly.
God.
So we have to get it re-washed. Like get washed and it's still dirty. So we have to make it clean again and clean us up with the scriptures, the washing of the water by the word, man. That baptized foolishness. Brother always said, if you go down dirty, you're going to come back up dirty.
God.
Because you don't know nothing about the scriptures. You ain't keeping no commandments, but you say, I'm saved and I've been baptized. But ask you, you don't even know the first 10, and there's 613, and you don't know them. You believe in the Lord? Right? So do you know that you're Israelite? Where are you from? Where's your father from?
Nigeria. Jamaica.
What tribe?
Yoruba.
Right? See? And where are you from? So you heard of the Israelites?
Yeah.
So did you know you're an Israelite? Right? Do you know that the Lord chose the Israelites and the Lord is only for you and not everybody? So I'm just bringing out scriptures that we have to train up our children in the way that they should go. Because the Lord, do you know that the Lord said the Israelites are going to have people working for you? You won't have to work. He's made a kingdom for the children of Israel and only you. So do you go church and things?
Not really.
Have you been?
Yeah.
And what in the church they said what? The Lord love everybody.
Yeah.
But the Lord only loved the Israelites.
Right.
That's why we're out here bringing back the Israelites, because he only loved one. He don't love everybody. Let me get that scripture. Let me Joel 2 and 27, and get me Deuteronomy 7 and 6. This is what the Lord thinks of the Israelites. That's why it's imperative as an Israelite child, you have to come back to the scriptures and realize all the people in the book are your forefathers, man. They're all Israelites. Moses was an Israelite. Jeremiah, Israelite. Even Christ, who they call Jesus Christ, his name is Yahushua in the Hebrew. He's an Israelite. His blood run through lots of veins, man.
Joel chapter 2 and verse 27.
Right.
And he shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
Of who?
In the midst of Israel.
The
And
Israelites.
and that I am the Lord your God and none else.
So he ain't the other people's God. He's just the God of Israel. So when they say God love everybody, he only love you, lot, man. Let me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Right?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
You know what holy means?
Yeah.
What?
I can't explain it.
Well, holy means separate. So you're set apart. You're not like everybody else. Right?
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 26.
Right?
And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people.
So he severed us from other people. So Israelites, you're the only people that can be holy, man. Other people who's not an Israelite cannot be holy. Read that back, Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee
Lord chose you, lot,
to be a special people,
to be a what?
To be a special people.
Right?
unto himself,
Right?
above all people,
The same.
above all people,
He chose him to be above all people that what?
that are upon the face of the earth.
That are upon the face of the earth. So that's why you lot ain't ordinary, man. You lot are gods walking on the earth, you know. Do you know that?
Now we know. Now.
Well, here what I'm going to show you a scripture. I know you probably got to go, but Psalms 82 and 6. 83 and 6. 82 and 6, yeah. When you hear that, sometimes you say, well, I'm a king. You lot are kings. You lot are gods walking the earth. And other nations need to know that, and you need to know that. Read that.
This is Psalm chapter 82 and verse 6.
Right?
I have said, ye are gods.
What?
I have said, ye are gods.
Right.
And all of you are the children of the Most High.
Right?
But ye shall die like men.
See, we are gods, but we shall die like men, because if we keep the commandments, we get eternal life. And that's what we're out here telling the children, that you must keep the commandments. Know that you're Israelites. And we know, you see the warring that's going on between young guys. Where you from? What ends you from?
Yeah.
You know that's a curse in the Bible. That's why it's happening. Because our children don't keep the commandments. Deuteronomy 28 and 54. All that postcodes, wars and all that says it's going to happen in the Bible. So if people stop doing the folly of this world and come back to the scriptures, it's a curse because we don't listen to the Lord. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
Because we used to be tender, we used to say, what's happening, man? You cool? Your mom and dad's all right? Read on.
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother.
And that's why his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, because most of the people that's warring, they're Israelites warring with Israelites. Read on.
Thank you. Thank you. And towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnants of his children, which he shall leave.
Right, which he shall leave. So, have you, most of you got fathers in your household?
Yeah.
Have you got father in your household? Right, so that's a curse. When a lot of us grow up without fathers in the household, it's a curse. We're the only nation that really go through them things. So, let me get your flyer, man. So you have to realize. So you have to realize you're an Israelite. Go online. Come, let me tell you the YouTube channel, and tap it in and subscribe, and then you can get some more edification.
He did some precept with color, and it knows that them the book of that.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
You heard about King Solomon? No? You ain't heard about King Solomon in the Bible? He was one of the greatest king and wise and understanding king. Have you heard of King Solomon?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem,
Comely
as
means-
the tents of Kedar.
Comely means beautiful. Don't we say that word, we're black and we're beautiful?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. That's King Solomon. That's your people. That his blood is running through your veins, man. That ain't on that.
Jude chapter 30 and verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
My skin is what?
My skin is black upon me,
Right?
and my bones are burnt with fervent heat.
Right. So you know, Joe.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Since when it says that in the Bible, no one knew what color Jesus was.
Yeah, it says what color he is in the Bible.
Jesus was black.
Huh?
Jesus was black.
Jesus is a black man.
This is Revelation chapter 1. and
Why did he say that? Because you see all the white pictures?
No, I just mean no one knew what color
Oh yeah,
Jesus
it
was.
says what he's saying. It's
like
read that.
If no one knew what Jesus color Christ looked like, who did they kill and put on the cross? So somebody must know what he looked like.
Yeah.
It's a simple question, brother. They don't believe the nonsense.
Read that. His description is in there, and that's why I said, don't go to the churches, man. The church is what lead you astray, but they teach you that it's white Jesus. They're not going to teach you that everybody in there is more like the stars, the lead people are black people, man. Read that,
This is Revelation chapter 1 and verse 13.
right?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Right?
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Right.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So this is Christ. He had a golden girdle. That's why we wear our big belts. We wear chains. It says it all in the Bible.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Who's got woolly hair on the planet? He said his head and his hairs were white like wool. Who's got woolly hair? Right, he's got woolly hair, you got woolly hair. His hair was white like wool. Read on.
as white as snow,
Right,
and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
right. And it was red because he was a wine bibber. Drink wine. When we drink, our eyes go red. Read on.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? Huh?
Green.
Brass.
Brass or brass?
Brass.
B-R-A-S-S, brass.
That foot there is like brass. So it's like brown in it. Right? So his feet like unto fine brass. Right?
As if they burned in a furnace.
As if they burnt in a furnace. So he was a dark skinned man. So don't let nobody fool you and tell you they don't know what Christ looked like. It says clearly in the Bible. Even the fact that you see you got your gold teeth. Your gold teeth. Solomon had gold teeth. That's our people, man. That's where they get it from. That's so it's in your spirit to have that. Because our people, and we always wear chains. Our forefathers used to wear chains, gold teeth, jewels in their mouth. That's why what you're doing is in the spirit that you do that. They have gold teeth. Most people you know who's of our people got gold teeth. And before you go, did you know that slavery's in the Bible?
Slavery.
Yeah. Right. Deuteronomy 28:68. Yeah, 2:15. And this, because slavery went into slavery because we didn't listen. And the curses is who only the Israelites went through the curses. And that's what identify us as Israelites. Because them other people that's over in our land, which is Israel, because our land is Jerusalem. So they call themselves Jews, but we are the real Jews. They're Jewish, and that's pertaining to. So it's like they wish to be a Jew. Read on.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
Right?
But it shall come to pass,
Right?
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord,
So if we don't listen to the Lord,
to observe and to do all his commandments
right?
and his statutes which I
Right.
command thee this day,
Right?
that all these curses,
All these what?
right,
Right?
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right? So all these curses, read that, 28. Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
22. So the Lord shall bring us into Egypt. You know what the Israelites were doing in Egypt? When Moses went to Pharaoh and said, what did Moses say to Pharaoh?
Let my slaves out.
No, let my people go in it. So he said, let my people go. There's other people in there, but Moses only went for the children of Israel. So,
And he killed that guy.
yeah, you see that? Right, so you're the people, your ancestors are the people who walked out of Egypt with Moses because they was under bondage in there. Read that.
This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage. So when it says, read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So he's bringing us into another slavery again, but this time with ships. How did your forefathers get to Jamaica? On ships, because they got carried from the west coast of Africa over to the Caribbean as slaves. So this is identifying that your forefathers fits the curses. Nobody else on the planet went on ships into slavery. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right.
thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies,
To what?
and you shall be sold unto your enemies,
So he said, we shall be sold. Brother, you listening? You shall be sold unto your enemies. So who bought us? When we got off the slave ships, who was buying us? other nations was buying us.
I'm a white man.
And
So-
they,
So it was white people that was buying us. Because they were the ones who put us in chains. Read on.
and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
And when it says no man shall buy you, it means redeem us. Because no one ain't taken us out of captivity, because we're still in captivity. We might be walking up and down, but we're still paying taxes. We still need a passport if we want to travel. We still need things from this place. What you lot doing today? You know that it's a high holy day today. That you lot supposed to be doing. It's a Sabbath. Let me end at Exodus 28. Today's a Sabbath. So we're not supposed to be doing our own thing on the Sabbath. That's a commandment that you lot are breaking, and that's why things like that made us go into slavery, man. That's why we're here waking up the children of Israel to tell them the whole week you got to do your own thing. Today is the Lord's Day, man. Last one before you go.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath
Sabbath
day.
day.
Remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day
Which is today,
to keep it holy.
right?
6 days
Days shalt thou labor and do all thy works.
Right?
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right?
In it thou shalt not do any work,
Right?
thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor the stranger that is within thy gates.
They're not supposed to be working, cooking, cleaning, not supposed to kindle a fire in your house. All that is breaking of the Lord on the Sabbath day. But he gave you the channel, yeah? Yeah. All right, then subscribe and get the edification, man. All right. Nice one.
Hi, princess. Take care out on the street, man.
You see, our children at least them stand up and them impatient for God, but them are listen. The Lord keep them there. You get me? These are the children that these scriptures are talking about, man.
Right.
Lord, send them, man, as an example. Hopefully they watch the scriptures and other children watch the channel and say you're supposed to keep the ordinance of the Lord to get success. It's all what we was talking about, so that you can live. Yeah? Ask them what they're doing, they say nothing. So they could stand up here till the sun go down and not do nothing. Let's hope that the Lord keep them and they don't get in no trouble when they go down the road. What did I say? Oh, you finished that? Yeah. 1 John 1 and 4. Where's your father from? Right, so have you heard of the Israelites? So do you know that you're Israelite? So what are you doing with buying that today? Did you buy that today?
I did.
We're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Sabbath. That's a commandment for the Israel. I know you probably didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
But right. But I'm gonna give you a few scriptures. I mean Jeremiah 6 and 2. Because the Lord has called the children of Israel, especially the women, princesses. So you're not an ordinary girl walking up and down the place that you're supposed to be following after what everybody else do. Birthdays and Christmas and all of that. We're not supposed to be doing none of that as children of Israel.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2.
Right?
I have likened the daughter of Zion
Which you are.
to a comely and delicate woman.
You know what comely means? Beautiful. So the Lord says, I've likened the daughters of Zion to a beautiful and delicate woman. So he said, you're delicate, yeah. You're precious to the Lord, man. Get me? Deuteronomy 7:6. So, and Exodus 20 and 8. So today is a Sabbath, you know the Sabbath. Have you heard of it? Right? Where did you know that from?
My granddad.
What is he, 7-Day Adventist? Right. Well, the Lord never say we must do the church thing. We're church has turned it into a money making machine. And religion is what they turn it into, but we're supposed to, this is our heritage.
Teach what I teach.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6.
Jeremiah.
Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Right?
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Right, so the Lord chose the Israelites to be a special people unto himself.
Above all people.
Above what?
Above all people.
Right?
That upon the face of the earth.
So the Israelites are above all people. So you see the other nations, that's not an Israelite. The Lord said you're above them. And that's why we got laws, statutes and commandments to keep that makes us above them. But because we didn't listen, we got curses instead of blessings. Let me, what did I tell you today?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground.
They are what?
They are black unto the ground.
So the Israelites, they're black unto the ground. This whole book is talking about black people. When they say, you see the pictures of Christ, he's not a white man. It tells you the description of, get me that Revelation, it tells you the description of them in there. So that's what a lot of people run away from the Bible because they think white man write the Bible, but he never. Your forefathers wrote the Bible.
That's right.
This is
This
Revelation
is the description of
chapter 1
Christ.
and verse 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Right?
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Right?
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
So we had on a garment down to the foot and a golden belt. Read on.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Who's got woolly hair on the planet? What people? Woolly hair. Woolly textured hair.
Yeah, black.
Right. Remember, this is the description of Christ. So that stringy, blonde, scrinny hair, that's not the description. Read on.
As white as snow,
Right?
and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
Right?
and his feet like unto fine brass.
You know what color brass is? Right? So that means, he said his feet like unto fine brass.
As if they are burned in a furnace.
As if what?
As if
they
they
are
are
burned
burned
in a furnace.
So he was a dark-skinned man. You know Wesley Snipes? Well, he's dark like that. So when they putting up pictures, because that's why we call them the devil, because they like to deceive, and that's what devil means. One more before you go, get me. Yeah, 2025. One more before you go.
So we need to tell her about our birthday and share the service.
What? Oh yeah. Is it birthday you're celebrating?
Yeah.
The Lord don't like us celebrating birthdays, Christmas, Valentine's, none of that. That's what this way of the world teaches us to do that. You know,
This is Job chapter 3 and verse 3. Let the day perish wherein I was born. Let the day perish wherein I was born, and the night in which it was
it
said,
says let the day perish in the way I was born, because remember it says don't follow idolatry in it. So people and you are idolizing yourself for that day. So that's like idol worshipping when you follow birthdays. You're idol worshipping when you put up a Christmas tree in your house. That's it. I want to read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It says the woman shall not wear, Israelite woman shall not wear which pertaineth unto a man. What pertains unto a man that women like to wear? Eh? Trousers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it says the woman shall not wear what pertaineth unto a man.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God.
Right. So you have trousers, you have dash verses. I know that. you know, because you've been brought up in this place, everybody's wearing trousers or whatever, but if you're, have you ever seen a princess, proper princess, wearing trousers? They always wear dresses. And back in the day, when our foremothers, even when they was in slavery, they never wear trousers. They was always wearing dresses. So think about that, sis. And you have to read the scripture because you're reading about yourself in there. Alright, so birthdays, Christmas, shopping on the Sabbath, that's a no-no.
Sister, what up on YouTube, here the channel says, edify yourself. I was when I left from there, so about that demon that was jump fire, you'll be able to go to learn. Or if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, not willing, or will upload video,
Zephaniah,
you can
chapter
get the
1,
notification
verse 8.
and basically click on it and listen to it, get benefit. Have a quote for you?
Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I punish the princes and the kings of the earth, and all as clothed with strange apparel.
See, the Lord's going to punish the kings of the earth and all that are dressed in strange apparel. It's strange apparel to not wear dresses. It's strange apparel for a man to put on a woman's garment.
That's right.
So we got to keep the commandments and live apart from them and die. And with that, I'm going to close out and I'm going to say, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Washai, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Washai, and Emmanuel, Shalawah, Kom Yasharala, Kom Yasharala, Kom Yasharala.